It is such a lovely day. So you know what? I thought I'm gonna record this one in the garden whilst we got the lockdown. And today, we're gonna go over, I guess, what you kind of need to know to get started, I guess in Forex. I've had a lot of people messaging me on Instagram, I'm a beginner, I'm new to Forex, how does it work? How can I get started? And this is ultimately what this video is for. So with that being said, we're going to jump straight into it. And number one is you need to kind of find yourself a trading platform. All a trading platform does is it simply allows you to enter trades, whether that's from your smartphone or whether that's from your computer. It's the software which will allow you to press buy and sell. So that software, I recommend MetaTrader 4, Mike Tango 4. That's what most people tend to use when it comes to trading, whether it's stocks or commodities, or whether it's Forex, or whether it's cryptocurrencies. MetaTrader 4 will do all of those. Now, when you have your trading platform set up, you now need to make sure you use your demo account. Here's why most people lose money when it comes to trading, because they don't start off with a demo account, or they don't grow their demo account using a strategy. Now, all a strategy is in layman's terms, when you see A, B, C, and D happen, take that trade. If A, B, C, and D are not there, do not take that trade. So you tend to find that when you actually learn the right way, you go from, oh, well, it's going up, so I'm going to buy, or it's going down, so yeah, I'm going to sell. And you start building it into a systematic or objective way to identify whether you're going to take a trade or not. So what you want to make sure is that you use your demo account to make all the silly schoolboy errors, to make all the mistakes. Some people will tell you a demo account is different to a live account. I found that that wasn't the case for me. I'm not saying they're lying, but what I am saying is if you have a systematic approach to growing your account when A, B, C, and D happens, then why should it be any different growing a demo account than your live account? If it is different, then your system probably wasn't in place from the get-go, which is why you're most probably losing money. So you definitely want to make sure that you have that in place, you have your confirmations in place, and you practice on your demo account. And when you prove that you can grow money on a fake account, on a demo account, that's when you can use your own money and do the exact same thing. I guess step number 3 is making sure you're in the right community. They will teach you all the time trading is about psychology. Don't trade when you're down or when your emotions are here, there, and everywhere, and all those little kind of things. But the thing is, when you're surrounded by negativity, because remember, you're going to be one of the 1%. The 99% don't invest, the 1% of the population do. So you got to understand that 99% of people around you are going to be negative. They're not going to see the value in trading. They're going to tell you it's a scam. You're going to ask for advice, and they're going to give you a load of opinions as opposed to facts. So what you want to do is try to overcome that by making sure that the advice that you're given is from people which I guess are where you want to be, or you're all studying the same subject. So whether that's, you've got a mentor to take you through the process, and like the good thing I like about, say, what really kind of helped me being in that community is just the one-to-one feedback. Again, like if you're to say, I don't know, just read, say, Baby Pips or something like that, it's like, okay, great, this is how it works in the textbook style in La La Land, but how does it work in real life? I tend to find that, it was a lot easier when I had someone telling me, this is why it didn't work this time, and this is why it worked this time. That's really kind of what helped me to apply it, as opposed to stabbing in the dark and being like, okay, well, I think it worked, and just randomness. So that's what I definitely recommend. Either try to find yourself a course, a good community, where you're getting that support, or try to find yourself a mentor who's willing to take you under their wing and kind of be like, look, this is why it worked this time, and this is why it didn't work this time. Almost like a driving instructor who's going to take you through the process and show you how to apply the stuff that you've been learning through your theory. It's the law of averages, isn't it? Show me your friends, I'll show you your future. So you really want to put yourself in a position where you've got a community of people who you can ask questions and get sensible feedback back, instead of, oh no, Forex just don't work, oh, it's one big scam. So you want to find that community. That's, that one-to-one feedback. That's where you'll kind of find that support, and that's where you'll be able to make that distinction between, oh, here's all the wonderful stuff which you learned off the internet, great, to here's what to do in order to earn money in trading. Because a strategy is a few steps that you do, and when those few steps occur, that's when you take the trade. But there are instances where it is slightly different, and the only way that you're going to be able to know the difference is either by many years of it not working, and you might have a chance of figuring it out, having a mentor, or being in a community of traders. We need to find ourselves a trading course. As with any industry that you look to enter, any profession, you gotta learn. I always say to people, you gotta understand that the relationship in life is we learn something and then we earn. So, we've got to go back to square one. We've got to put ourselves in that student mode and be willing to learn a new skill set, willing to learn the terminology, the lingo, the basics of whatever industry we're in. So you got to find yourself, a good resource, a reliable resource, a good trading course, which is going to deliver the information and kind of, give you, I guess, the theory, the knowledge base, which is absolutely great. I know a lot of new people, when they get started, they use baby pips. Baby pips, I think, is okay. The only apprehension I have is it's kind of like an information overload. If you've been on there, you're more than welcome to check it out. But I don't know, it's information heavy. I think that some of the way the things are explained is pretty difficult to conceptualize, and I'm more one of those that it helps me to kind of see it as opposed to just reading it boom 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 and then it's like, okay, well, that's how it works textbook style, but how does it actually work in real life? So if you want me the suggestion, which is how I learned how to trade, I learned through a company called I'm Mastery Academy. They taught me everything I need to know. Now, I'd highly recommend getting yourself a decent charting software. Now, there's a slight difference between a trading platform and a charting software. Yes, the trading platform has basic features. You can kind of draw lines and whatever else, support and resistance in little boxes, and even Fibonacci on, like, say, a trading platform. But what you find is that if you use a charting software, it allows you to do more in-depth analysis, and it's a lot more user-friendly. It's a lot easier to use. Stuff which would otherwise be complicated or time-consuming on a trading platform is a lot easier and a lot quicker marking it up on a charting software. So if you want a recommendation, I would recommend TradingView. It's free. It costs absolutely nothing. And yeah, like I said, it's accurate data feeds.